lot of people who call themselves Democrats these days
Okay.
couldn't even call themselves socialists 20 years ago. We have radicals who are abusing the Democratic ticket and have somehow trickled into the mainstream. So it wasn't really difficult for me to call out Eugene, because when there's blatant anti-Semitism, more Democrats should really be speaking out. And I don't know why I was the only one. I tried to get others, but they wouldn't say anything. So, when we talk about the Democrats, we have to realize that they're not even Democrats anymore. They're radicals, and they're ruining our city. I've always been a moderate. I've always leaned toward liberal, but these aren't liberals. This is illiberalism. They censor our speech. They're anti-Semitic. And I just have to say, it's so validating to see that when I didn't think there was anybody there for this fight, when I called out Eugene to her face time and time again in the forum, I didn't think anybody was with me. And all of a sudden, the CEO of the ADL comes out and supports me. Dr. Joe found me. So when you're fighting in the dark and you don't think anybody is there, but you're fighting with your heart, wow, there's a whole chorus behind you. You have AOC, who I can't stand in Congress. I will call her out every time she busts out dimly veiled anti-Semitism, because it's awful. And she is not, as far as I see it, my party. All right, so the Democrats, I'm here to make change from within. And by the way, don't believe the polls. They're all sponsored by progressive organizations. They ask 500 of their best friends inside echo chambers. And then you have the media who won't allow moderate on television and debate because they don't want contrast, they want agreement. They just want to further the consensus. So I have the people on my side. Everybody who's concerned about public safety in New York City is with me. The Asian Americans, the 95% of the Jewish community who is sick and tired of seeing their brothers and their sisters, especially their brothers with their yarmulkes, getting beaten down in the streets. These are the things that we have to fight for. And if we're not fighting for that, I don't know what we're fighting for. So the fact that somebody like Yulene can come in and even call herself a Democrat is outright reflective of what's wrong with this country right now, and especially this city.